From the Northeast Georgia Business RadioX studio, this is Northeast Georgia Business Radio. Welcome, folks. Welcome to another exciting edition of Northeast Georgia Business Radio. We are here live at the Empower College and Career Center of Jackson County, the beautiful Empower Center, College and Career Center. With me today is my buddy Mike Salmond. Hey, Mike, he's waving. Of course, we cut his mic off. Ha ha ha. Little joke there, sorry. No one's laughing. Mike's running the board for me. Thank goodness for Mike Salmond. I also have with me, as usual, an awesome, amazing guest, Mr. Jeffery Helms of Georgia Youth Challenge Program. Jeffrey, you out there?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
There he is. How are you, man?
I can't complain. Today's been a good day.
It's beautiful outside.
Yes, it is. Can't complain at all.
Springtime in Georgia. Can't beat it. All right, man. You do some important work, sir.
I believe I do.
And you do it here in Jackson County, but you do it pretty much on the east side of Georgia.
That is correct. I just picked up some more counties as well.
More since we talked last.
Yes, sir.
You never sleep.
Not really.
How many is it up to now?
Currently, I'm covering 59 counties.
59.
All the way from Savannah all the way up to Dawson.
Goodness. Wow. I hope you, I don't know, there's no frequent driver miles, is there? No, anyway, another bad joke by the host.
There's not, and we don't get a bonus either.
You don't get a bonus?
Not for driving.
Man. But you are a recruiter for Georgia Youth Challenge Program.
Yes, sir.
Now, we're going to get into Georgia Youth Challenge Program here in just a moment. I want to know just a little bit about Jeffery Helms, the man behind the name, and I think we may put the moniker, the super suit, behind the suit for all the work you're doing and all the places you're doing it in. Okay,
well, currently, just to let you know, for me to start with Youth Challenge Program, that was in September of 2000.
Okay.
I was currently serving the U.S. Army as a military police officer and was getting out, and they were opening up the program. So nice. Ever since the day they opened the doors, I have been working at the Fort Gordon Youth Challenge Program.
Gotcha.
Since being there, I have done a career progression. I was a sergeant starting out for 2 years. Then I became lieutenant for 2 years, the captain for 6 months, and then I became the commandant who's in charge of all of the kids and all the staff that wear the uniform in charge of the kids. I was in charge of those for 12 years.
I got you.
From then on, I've been recruiting for the past 7 years.
You loving the recruiting?
I do.
You must, honestly.
I do. It's a whole different ball game
than
boots on the ground with the kids. You get to get out, meet people, and try to encourage young people to come into the program.
Other than driving, what does a day for a recruiter such as yourself look like?
I would say a day, besides the driving part, going to different family connection meetings, going to different schools, especially schools, talking with social workers, school resource officers, and the counselors to try to see if we can identify any student that may need our program.
Okay.
After that, we actually do data entry in the evening times and call prospective leads who have came in throughout the day.
I got you. So you're working with local school systems?
Correct.
Okay, I got you. And I'm curious, leads that come in throughout the day, is that from the school systems, or is there other ways that you're being reached?
So our main thing is being reached on our website, which is www.georgiayouthchallenge.org.
georgiayouthchallenge.org, okay.
So that's the first step. They would go to that website, and they would fill out an initial application. That gives us a lead that they would be interested in coming into the program.
And when you say are you talking about the child themselves, a parent, a guardian?
It's all the above.
All the above.
Sometimes the student themselves will initiate.
Okay.
But most of the time it is the guardians that are filling out the paperwork.
I imagine legal consent has to come into place somewhere.
Correct. But if they're 18, they can't sign
Right,
up.
right, 18.
Correct.
Right. A 15-year-old can't do it.
Well, 15-year-old doesn't qualify.
Right. Oh, for your program.
Correct.
I should have asked you, what are the age parameters? I apologize.
Okay, so the basic eligibility for our program is for it to be male, and it's males and females, 16 to 18 years old.
Okay.
They can turn 19 in the program, but they must be at least 16 to 18 to enter the program.
I got you. Now, can they be too old? After 19, I don't want to say you kick them out, but after 19, they need to be at the end of the program? They can't be 20.
Well, they can't start when they're 19.
Right, but they can still be in it.
Correct.
As it progresses.
Correct. As long as they start when they're 18, then on the second day of the class, they can turn 19.
Okay.
And finish the program.
That makes sense.
Right.
When we say the program, we're throwing around the word program. I don't want to say what exactly is the program, but what exactly is the program?
All right. So the Georgia Youth Challenge Program is for, as I stated, males and females, 16 to 18 years old. It is a free 22-week residential program.
22 weeks. So let me do math. 5 months, 5 months.
5.5 months.
Okay. Almost half a year.
22 weeks, 5.5 months. We run it like the military.
Nice.
Wake them up at 5, exercise 6 to 7, Monday through Friday, and then we put them in school for the remainder of the day, focusing on structure, discipline, physical fitness, and, of course, trying to get their educational goal.
Okay.
In reference to education, we offer the GED program, high school credit recovery, and high school diploma. So our diploma program goes through Foothills Charter High School, which is what they also
I was about to ask you, how do they graduate from high school when they're in the program? But
correct.
Okay.
So they can either come earn their credits and then transfer back into high school, or earn enough credits to go ahead and receive.
That was
their
another
diploma.
question I was going to ask you. If
Right.
they're 16, obviously they wouldn't be a senior, or most likely not a senior in high school yet.
Correct.
So they go through your program, they gain credits,
Right.
which transfers back in when they go back to school.
Right. Well, the one big thing about our program that's different is they get more time on those computers to be able to get their credits.
Makes sense.
Because they're in that classroom pretty much all day.
Right.
From 9 o'clock till 12, and then again from 1:30 to 4:30. So they're doing 6 hours a day every day, Monday through Friday. So with that being said, most of our students in the high school program earn between 6 and 8 credits in 5 months, which is over a year of college.
Right.
In 5 months instead of 10.
I got you. Double time almost.
Correct.
Oh,
Well,
that's good.
we take away all the distractions. There's no cell phones or anything.
No cell phones.
No cell phones.
I like that.
No cell phones.
I may want to join the program just to get rid of mine.
Right, correct.
I would willfully give it to you many days.
Right.
No, I'm serious. I love it. I like it. I like the discipline aspect of it. Now, the kids that are coming to you, perhaps they have some discipline issues, or they're in need of it. I don't know the right way to say that. You do. I don't.
Well, I'm gonna say some kids come and they're focused when they get there because they're ready to make that change. And then you got other ones that, we have to work on. We have to work with them and try to get them to understand what they need to do. But they all get it in some way, form, or fashion while they're there, even if they don't make it throughout the entire program. Because if they do, too many things, i.e. like maybe physical altercations or something to that effect, then they will be released from the program.
You get them out of there.
Yeah, because we want to keep a safe environment for everybody else.
Right. Well, yeah. No. I understand that.
And if you look at high schools today, there's physical altercations every day in there.
I hear a lot of bad stories.
Right.
A lot of great teachers. And I didn't say good. I said great. Teachers are leaving.
That's correct.
And I don't blame them.
Right.
How can you? Go to work in a war zone every day. I shouldn't say war zone, but it is true. Let's get back to, I'm jumping around, forgive me. Let's get back to the program a little bit. All these counties you work in, each county has an individual program. So there's not an individual program, but each county is separate. So it's like a separate class. Am I getting this right?
Okay, so
The kids in Jackson County compared to another county.
Okay, so we have two programs in the state of Georgia.
Okay.
One is at Fort Gordon in Augusta, and one is at Fort Stewart in Hinesville near Savannah. Fort Gordon classes start April and October. Next class being April 24th. Fort Stewart's programs start in January and July. So every 3 months we're opening up a new class.
I got you.
So every 3 months we start a new class, and each one does 2 a year.
So the kids from all these counties are going to these locations.
Correct.
You're not going to them.
And we go.
Well, to recruit, of course you do. Of course you do.
Right.
But for the actual program,
They will go there.
just like being in the military.
Correct. And each one is on a military installation.
Okay.
So
I think that was a very important point.
They kind of see the military aspect,
The regiment,
Correct.
the responsibility.
Right.
If you screw up, you're going to get your tail beat. I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, not
Straightened out. No, you don't, folks. Jeffrey does not beat anybody.
No, we don't beat them. We do corrective training.
Corrective training, push-ups.
It just depends. Well, sometimes it is push-ups. I mean, but they have to understand why they're doing the push-up.
I got you.
You can't just tell them to do push-ups and they don't understand why.
No, I'm with you on that. So I have here Job Challenge Academy. Have we talked about that?
We have not talked about that
We have
yet.
not talked about that. Job Challenge Academy. What is that?
Okay, so the Job Challenge Academy was established in 2016, and it was for only Youth Challenge graduates from Georgia. And what it is basically free college for the students that graduate our program.
You said free.
It is completely free. It is located down at Fort Stewart. They have their own campus. We actually pay for all of their tuition, their books, uniforms, equipment, laptops, anything that they need for those classes.
That's amazing.
We actually pay for those, and we transport them to college back and forth every day, and still provide 24/7 supervision. So basically, we take distractions away and ensure that they get their certifications. So they can get certifications in the areas of heating and air conditioning, welding, automotive, culinary arts, certified medical assistant.
Skills they can really use.
Correct.
And make a heck of a living.
Correct.
A welder can go anywhere.
Right.
I mean anywhere.
Right.
And get a job.
So we've had a couple of success stories right from the Augusta area. I mean, they left, went to Job Challenge Academy, got their basic welding certification, and was picked up by Plant Vogel.
Nice.
Which is right down the road from us in the county over. And they were started out at $19 an hour as a welding apprentice.
How about that?
So you're talking 18, 19 years old, and now they've established, a career already.
Right. They can retire one day. Wow. No, that's awesome. How does a student qualify for this? How do they get to that point? They go through the program.
Right. They must.
Your higher achievers.
Well, they must graduate the program, and then they must be recommended by the cadre staff, counseling staff, and upper leadership.
I got you.
So, they don't have to be the top-notch students because we want to give the opportunity, but
sure,
they also have to be the ones that was there doing what was asked of them.
Right.
On a consistent basis.
Well,
I'm not going to give you free college for not doing the right thing.
No, I'm totally with you on that. Even as a student, though, you're building a resume.
That's correct.
By being in this organization, by doing good deeds, maybe not good deeds, but being a part of the community, even just a quote unquote regular high school student, they're building that resume.
That's correct.
I like it. That is so cool. And how many kids in one of these 5.5 week programs? But roughly, how many kids are housed? How many are participating in this?
Well, currently our numbers have dropped a little bit, but the next class at Fort Gordon, we're looking at bringing in approximately 125.
That's all.
And then at Fort Stewart, we're looking at bringing in approximately 175.
Wow, that's still not a lot.
It's not a lot.
That's super beneficial.
It is.
Well, if these kids are coming from a high school that's got 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 kids in it,
right?
It's easy to get lost in the shuffle.
Oh, very.
When you're one of 4,000.
Right. Correct.
Now you're one of 125 or even 175.
Right.
No wonder they're doing so well. That's awesome.
And we do have 19,355 graduates.
Nice.
And
over 20 odd years.
Well,
23.
This year will be 30 years. We started in 1993.
1993.
Georgia was actually one of the first.
You got involved 20 or so years ago.
That's correct.
Okay. So it was 10 years old about time you got there.
Right.
Okay, I'm with you. 19,000 kids in 30 years. That's still awesome.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. No, that's great. And of course, folks, the idea is these students they get not just an education, they get some life skills involved as well, and then they come back, get involved with their communities, and build their communities. It's a shame you can only reach 175 kids at once.
Right. In the past, we were graduating close to 200, And then when COVID came, it kind of reduced numbers, but our application pool is really picking back up now.
I bet it is. No, no doubt, no doubt. You just said application. How many applications roughly are there, or how many kids are not going? Let's put it that way.
Well, I'll just give you a ballpark. This class coming up for Fort Gordon, April the 24th. Mm-hmm. We've already shut them down from taking any more applications.
You've reached it already.
Well, as far as leads, that initial application that came in, we were at 500.
Wow.
And we pushed forward about 240 complete applications for the academy to review, mm-hmm. to pick 125.
Half of them, basically.
Right. So
wow.
I mean, there's a lot of applications out there.
How short did you cut the application process the time? You cut it off. How much more time was there?
Well, we actually cut it off March the 15th.
So a month?
A month and a half.
I'm doing 6 weeks early.
Right.
Wow. That number could have went to 700-800, if not more.
Right.
Wow.
So we actually cut off the application pool completely, and then as of April the 1st, we have opened it up for the Fort Stewart class for the July class.
This summer.
Correct.
So every 3 months.
So last week was our first week, and we got 68 leads in 1 week.
In 1 week. Wow. Any chance that this grows to more than just 2 locations?
Not currently. They're looking at just keeping the 2 locations open.
Okay. And you have teachers / instructors, and even yourself. How do you find the people to work and do the work during these programs? That's got to be an important task as well.
Well, I mean,
they're teachers, or
correct. We do have teachers. We have GED teachers. We also have parapros and things of that nature in the Foothills classrooms. And then, as far as Foothills, they actually do virtual teachers.
Okay.
That assist all of the students.
So that's how they're learning.
That's correct.
I got you.
But as far as recruiting staff and everything else, I mean, we go to job fairs and everything else like all the other companies.
I got you.
We have an HR department and operations department that kind of heads that up.
Okay, I got you. What do you like the most about the Youth Challenge program? Before we get out of here, there's got to be, or maybe what do you like the most about this job? This is a lot of work you're doing. Forget the driving. We'll leave that out.
All right.
You're still doing a lot of work. It's a lot of hard work. It's super important. You got what's the most? What do you love the most about this?
So for me, I think the most important thing about this program is seeing that student when they arrive on the first day of class. Mm-hmm. And they don't have that self-confidence and self-esteem and things of that nature in them.
Right.
But then at graduation, you see them walking with their face up, looking at you, eye-to-eye contact, shoulders back, chest out, and they're proud of who they are now. They're proud of who they see in the mirror. You have parents sitting in the audience crying because they can't believe it. Nice. Their son and daughters, and
nice.
So that's the best thing for me. Seeing them that first day, and then seeing them at 22 weeks.
So you're giving them a lot more than an education.
Oh, absolutely.
You're building a lot of confidence.
Absolutely.
Man, you can't buy that.
No, you can't.
Awesome.
We do a lot of team building activities with them. We do weekly life skill classes with them. So I mean, they get a lot of nourishing.
No, that's good. It's good. Do you see a lot of kids from broken homes?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that affects everybody, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, of course it does.
Wow. All right. So the website georgiayouthchallenge.org. What did we leave out? What else do we need to talk about before we get out of here?
Whenever they initially go to our website to start the application process, they'll need to click on a red apply button in the top right-hand corner.
Top right-hand corner, folks. That's important.
And then on our website, they'll see that the state is broken down between recruiters, and you can actually call any of us for answers. But if you know your region, then try to stick with that recruiter if possible.
I got you. That makes sense. Jeffrey, thank you so much for coming in today. Did we cover everything? You hope so?
Look, I believe we did.
Okay. Okay. I was waiting for the music. Sometimes the producer's a little slow here, but that's okay. I like it. Folks, hey, thank you so much. Check out GeorgiaYouthChallenge.org. I'm Tom Sheldon, Northeast Georgia Business Radio. Appreciate you so much.